What's going on, my Jack brother? Coach Scott here. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to eat to lose fat so you can finally get lean and stay lean. We're going to do this vlog style, so I'm going to share every meal that I eat for the day, footage from my training, my overall active lifestyle. Let's get to it. I woke up just before 5:30 a.m. this morning. That is my natural wake time, no alarm clock needed, and I dive right into 90 minutes of deep work. I can't wait to connect with my one-on-one coaching clients as well as the members of the Jack at 40 Club. And while I'm doing that, I'm sipping on 2 cups of coffee with just a little bit of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. This is a mistake that I see a lot of people make. They don't track the calories and what they're adding to their coffee in the morning, whether it's almond milk, cashew milk, coconut milk, butter, creamer, or any other kind of milk. You want to make sure that you are adding in those calories, even if it's just a small amount. I'm guessing that it is less than half a cup, which is half a cup would be 15 calories from this almond milk here. It's probably less than that, but I still want to make sure that I'm tracking it because all these little things can add up at the end of the day. Now it is time for my morning breakfast shake. I have this each and every day. 1 cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla cashew milk today, an assload of spinach, a banana, a scoop of protein powder. And along with this, I have my supplements here. And another mistake I see a lot of people make is that they don't count calories from their supplements. Like the fish oil here, the triple strength fish oil that I have, has 9 calories per capsule. If you have any kind of flavored vitamin or mineral, a lot of times those will have calories as well. So you want to make sure that you are adding those calories into your diet. It could be 60 calories, and that, again, it may not seem like much in the moment, but all these things start adding up along the day. If you can add up to close to 300, 400 calories, you can wonder, like, why am I not losing weight? It can really take a big dent into your what you think is a calorie deficit, and you're not actually in one. So the other mistake I see people make is they try to eat like other people. There is absolutely nothing magical about this morning breakfast shake or anything that I eat. All that I am focused on is hitting my calorie target for the day, making sure that I'm getting an adequate amount of each macronutrient, and that I enjoy and look forward to every single meal that I eat throughout the day. I love this breakfast shake. It satiates me. I love the flavor of it. I'll just add in some different protein powders here and there. Sometimes instead of a banana, I'll add some berries in there, but I look forward to this breakfast shake each and every day. I don't like anything too filling or heavy in my stomach. So this really, really does a trick. But other people, some of my other clients, they've tried it, they see that I'm having a kefir shake for breakfast. Kefir is great for gut health, but it may not agree with some people. I want to have a shake just like Scott has there. Maybe that's the key to losing fat and getting lean is what I was looking for. Getting lean and building muscle. There is nothing magical about any of this. Same thing with the timing. Like, it is just after 7 a.m. I'm having my first meal. Been up for about 90 minutes. When I was younger, I used to like jump out of bed, boom, downstairs I'd go and grab my first meal of the day. I needed to have breakfast immediately upon waking. Once I started drinking coffee, I found that first thing in the morning, I found that kind of curbed my appetite, and I wasn't hungry for a little while. Actually, really, I'm not that hungry right now for this breakfast shake, but I like to get some fuel in me right away. Just because I find it helps me sustain my energy throughout the day. It allows me to perform my best throughout the day. There was a time when I was delaying my first meal until around 11 a.m. I've tried intermittent fasting. Again, you could call that intermittent fasting, where I delay my first meal until 2 in the afternoon. That just does not agree with me at all. I can do it, but it's not optimal for me. Whereas for others, it works fantastic for them. They find that they're more focused throughout the day, more productive throughout the day when they delay their first meal until that time. I prefer, right now, I'm finding it's best for me to get in my first meal as soon as possible. So again, calories is what matters. Making sure you're getting an adequate amount of each macronutrient. Right now I'm going to enjoy this, savor this, and get out for a walk with Chief. I think we might get wet out there. It looks like it's raining. It's 10:30, time to prepare meal number 2. I'm going to try something a little different today. I'm going to prepare my eggs in the air fryer. So I've got 4 free-range eggs from my friend's local farm. I sprinkled a bit of pink Himalayan salt in there, some ground black pepper, some crushed chilies. I diced up a red pepper, some green onion, some mushrooms, and grape tomatoes. And I put some parchment paper in the air fryer here. I don't have a pan, and I realized, well, I could use the pan from the rice cooker. That fits well inside there, but it would make for, I think, a thicker, deeper omelet here. I'm going to try that next time I see some people using tin foil. I'm going to try a bunch of different methods here, but curious to see how this turns out compared to frying it in the pan. I'll let you know how it goes in a moment. So 350 degrees for about 12 minutes. We'll see how it turns out. I ended up having to cook the omelet for 15 minutes. It was still a little bit runny in there, but it looks like it turned out well. Again, with the parchment paper, you don't need to spray it with anything. You don't need any oils or anything like that, so that's fantastic. Along with the omelet, I'm having 2/3 cup oats, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, and a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on top. So I mentioned that calories is what I focus on the most, as well as making sure that I just get an adequate amount of each macronutrient. So in order to determine how many calories you should consume in order to lose fat, you first need to know what your maintenance level calories are. I'm going to include a link down below in the description to the calculator on my website. You enter your age, height, weight, your activity level. That's going to give you your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. That's how many calories you would consume on a daily basis in order to maintain your weight. It's just an estimate. Always have to listen to your body's feedback. So that is your starting point. Now, I recommend that you aim to lose about 1% of your total body weight per week. I weigh about 150 pounds, so that would be a 1.5 pounds of weight loss per week that I'd be aiming for. That's a great goal in order to help preserve your muscle mass throughout this process, making sure it's mostly like just fat that you're burning and not using any of your muscle mass there. So to lose 1.5 pounds per week, the general rule of thumb is that if you want to lose 1 pound, you would subtract 500 calories from your TDEE. 2 pounds per week is subtract 1,000 calories from your TDEE. So if I want to lose 1.5 pounds per week, I'd be looking at subtracting 750 calories from my TDEE. See, I'm around 2,700 calories for my maintenance level. It's going to vary from day to day. You're never going to burn the same amount of calories each and every day. Little things come into play. How much you fidget, different whatever activities you're doing, if you're sitting a little bit less one day or a little bit more another day, all those factors come into play, as well as the food you're eating. Some foods just burn more calories through the digestion process. So it's just an estimate. So I'm aiming to, my goal is usually about 2,000 calories per day, which is going to put me really close to that 1.5 pounds of weight loss per week. I typically, that's about going to get me about 1.4 pounds per week, which is close enough, again, right in that range there. But again, it's so much more than calories in versus calories out. It's what I focus on most, but you really want to pay attention not just to your feedback, how your body's responding in regards to weight loss, but how you're feeling in general. Like, how do the meals that you're consuming satiate you? Do you enjoy the taste? Do you enjoy the flavor, the eating experience there? How does it fuel your performance? This is my pre-workout meal. So it is loaded with micronutrients that are going to help me perform my best in the gym, in addition to the meal that I had earlier in the day. Loads of micronutrients with the spinach, kefir, protein powder, all those, the banana, all those things are going to fuel a great performance coming up. And this is probably my most satiating meal of the day. It's one of my higher calorie meals, I think close to 800 calories. So you'll notice that I have a lot of veggies throughout the day. I try to have veggies with just about every single meal because that is very satiating. I had a great conversation with Ryan the other day through Messenger there. He was mentioning that he loads up on the veggies because it's very voluminous. It fills up his stomach. Mario, another one I've had on my podcast there, one of my coaching clients, huge on food volume coming from veggies there. So very filling in your stomach with very little calories in there. But I recommend that you consume some starchy carb sources as well. Oats, great fiber source in addition to being a great starchy carb. It's going to help fuel my performance in the gym, great for brain function and all those things as well. So I incorporate some good starch carbs. You'll notice that I have basically protein, fats, and carbs with each meal. A pretty good balanced meal most of the time here. And it helps fuel my performance. And I typically aim to try to get about 30 grams of protein each meal. 20, if you're younger, 20 to 30 grams is going to be good, especially if you're having like 4 or 5 meals per day. But the older we get, the less we utilize the proteins in our meal. So I do try to make sure I get 30 grams of protein each meal, just to make sure I'm getting enough protein in me that my body's going to utilize and help repair, rebuild, and grow my muscle. So I'm going to dive into this and get you some hopefully footage from my workout coming up in about 90 minutes. That was a kick-ass pull workout. I'm going to play some footage as I'm talking about my post-workout meal. I've got 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, and 5 grams of creatine aminohydrate in 16 ounces of water. I have about 100 ounces of water throughout the day. One thing I've noticed is if I don't get enough water in me, it increases my appetite, as does a lack of sleep. So I always make sure my sleep is in check and my water levels are in check. Now, if you've been following my channel for any length of time, you know that these first 3 meals are pretty much staples in my diet, and I find that simple structure makes it so mindless and almost effortless to stick with my diet. I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat, and I look forward to every single meal. So these are foods that I absolutely love and enjoy, but I also allow myself flexibility. For example, I'm going to be meeting up with my best friend Joe at the Starbucks tomorrow. I'm going to get myself a sugar cookie oat latte. Absolutely love it this time of year. 270 calories in the grande there. So I'm going to have that instead of this Greek yogurt and berries here. So it's, again, not going to be as satiating, as filling as this Greek yogurt and berries, but it's something I enjoy and I look forward to having as a treat once in a while. And this has been a big aha moment for me. Like in the past, I used to only allow myself to have a treat like every third or fourth day. Like I could go 3 days in a row of like nothing but whole natural nutrient-rich foods, and the fourth day would be a refeed day with a treat, or I just save the treats for the weekend. And then like I always found like in those instances, if I had a treat on a day that wasn't scheduled in that rotation there, feel guilty. I had like one cookie and go, fuck, I blew it. Might as well just have the whole box of cookies right now. I'll start again tomorrow. Whereas now I'm like, I can fit these treats into my daily calorie budget any day that I desire. And even if I go over my calories a little bit today, I look at my calories on a weekly basis rather than a daily basis when my goal is fat loss. So if my goal is 2,000 calories for the day, I'm looking at 14,000 calories for the week. So if I happen to have 2,100 calories today, I can always eat 1,900 calories tomorrow, and it's going to balance things out. So again, so I don't feel guilty, I don't beat myself up, and I work in my favorite treats any time that I want. So I take a flexible dieting approach, but I really thrive from eating mostly whole natural nutrient-rich foods, so that's what I stick with most of the time. Dinner is served. I've got 9 ounces of salmon that I cooked on the smoker, a little bit of seasoning sprinkled on top, some asparagus that I steamed, a little bit of ground black pepper on top, then a yellow potato that I sliced into fries, baked them in the oven for about 20 minutes at 375 degrees. Now, one of the mistakes I see people make when they're in fat loss mode is they assume that they need to eat chicken breast all the freaking time. Like, I have some clients come to me, they're eating chicken breast for lunch and dinner like 5-6 days a week, thinking like some sort of magic to chicken breast and fat loss. There really isn't. Like, I might have a chicken breast once a week at the very most. I usually dice it up with a little bit of fajita seasoning, put it with some rice and a pepper or something, make a little fajita bowl with that. But I have salmon at least twice a week. I'll have tacos with my kids. I'll have some pork cutlets with them. We go out to eat maybe once a week. But I get a variety of different lean proteins in my diet throughout the week. And again, chicken is one of them. Maybe it's ground turkey one time or a turkey breast. So I just work in a variety of lean proteins into my diet. So again, there's structure in place. I have a lot of the same meals, like probably 5 to 10 go-to meals that I'll rotate through. I love using the crock pot, making some chilies and stuff like that. There's so shepherd's pie, another good favorite of mine. So don't be afraid to have a meal plan that includes a variety of lean proteins, a variety of veggies, and a variety of starchy carbs. So I have potatoes right now. I might have sweet potatoes another night. It's a favorite of mine. I'm addicted to sweet potatoes. And also rice, whether it's like basmati rice or jasmine rice, just some brown rice. I'll mix it up there, and I like to cook the rice in some different broths. Again, that'll give it some flavor there. So get some variety in your dinners. I'm going to enjoy this right now. Chief is like salivating down here. Salmon is his favorite meal. And then we're going to get out for our evening walk. That was a gorgeous evening walk, my furry homemade Chiefy dog here. About an hour later, went out to hot yoga. It was a yin class, which focuses on relaxing into a deep stretch, which is just a great way to wind down at the end of the day. And that is exactly what we are doing right now. We're getting ready to crash very soon, but wanted to update you on my calories and my macros for the day. So just over my target, so 2,010 calories. This is just an estimate. 234 grams of carbs, 42 grams of fat, 162 grams of protein. So 47% of my diet came from carbohydrates today. 20% came from fat. 33% from protein. Now, I typically find I average around 40% carbs, 30% protein, 30% fat. It's just ballpark. I am never precise. It varies from day to day. And I really don't notice any kind of difference in my energy, my performance, satiety when I'm anywhere within this ballpark. Now, I do try to keep my fats above 20%. So this is as low as I'd want to go with my fats just for hormone optimization and just overall well-being. But all in all, this was a fantastic day. Again, I just roll with what I want, what I desire, what I crave, what fuels my lifestyle, allows me to thrive in all aspects of life, which is mostly whole, natural, nutrient-rich foods. I am looking forward to that sugar cookie oat latte with my buddy Joe tomorrow, and looking forward to some treats at some point throughout the week. So again, I fit it all into my calorie target, if not for the day, at least for the weekly targets. And even when I go over my calorie target for the day, I'm responsible with it. I don't like to feel stuffed. I don't like to feel over full. I really prefer to eat to the point of satisfaction. Now, I'm not actually in fat loss mode. I'm just giving you guys an idea of how I would eat if I was trying to lose fat right now. I'm just rolling with a gentle calorie surplus. I'm going to keep this up. It's been 11 months. And really, I'm not sure when I'm going to ever do a little mini cut. I'm feeling really good with where I'm at right now. So really no need to cut at this point. Wanted to give you guys a good idea of how I would eat, how you can eat in order to lose fat, get lean, and stay lean. Really, again, it is all about setting yourself up for long-term success. How I eat right now today to lose fat is exactly how I eat when I'm trying to maintain my weight or build muscle. So this is exactly how I'm eating today. I would just increase that portion size. And again, so 700 calories, 750 extra calories gives me some wiggle room to not only increase the portion sizes, but if I wanted to have the Greek yogurt plus the sugar cookie oat latte, I could fit that in there. So it just gives you more room to work in some of your favorite treats in there. But again, I'm really focused on thriving. So nutrient-rich, whole natural foods is what tongue twister. It's late. It's bedtime. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. More than anything, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback, your own personal experiences, how you eat to lose fat, what you have found works best for you. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Hope you have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.